Hello, friends, and I hope that this course is being giving you some insights on what is the carbon footprint and how is the carbon footprint calculator working. Okay, so what we would be studying today is what exactly has to be given as an input to the carbon footprint calculator. Carbon footprint calculator could be designed as an app, or it could be designed uh, as a program. What inputs or what questions the carbon footprint calculator needs to ask is what we would be discussing today, right? So for this, let us see the role of a carbon footprint calculator. Carbon footprint calculator, as I said, it can calculate the carbon footprint for an individual, or for an institute, or for a family, or for a larger group. The input is the information about the lifestyle related to energy consumption. This is the most crucial input, and in order to capture this input, we need to ask certain questions, right? So that answers which are given to the calculator would help generate enough data. That data would help the calculator to arrive at the carbon footprint. Okay, so the output would be the carbon footprint based on the answers which the calculator would receive for the questions being asked. Okay, and how does the calculator calculate, that we'll see later. How to design the calculator, that would also be discussed later. So what questions the calculator will ask? If we want to calculate, for example, the carbon footprint of an individual, then the calculator would ask as to how many family members are staying with that individual. Where is that individual located? So, okay, so if you want to design a calculator, or if you want to write a program for a calculator, then the calculator should ask these questions. Okay, that how many members are there in your family, whether they are staying with you or not, where is your family located, what is the city, what is the town, what is the district, which is the country. Why are these questions important? That we'll see later. But these are the questions which to be answered by the user. Then whether his home or her home is connected to the grid, and if it is connected to the grid, then what is the power utility? I mean, which company is supplying electricity to it? How much electricity bill in terms of rupees or in terms of dollars? Whatever currency that place follows, that has to be with us. And also the energy data, at how many units of electricity is being consumed. Okay, these questions need to be asked by the calculator. Some other questions which are important are whether the individual travels to the workplace. If her travel is by car or by bike or by using some public transport bus, or whether she is taking a taxi or she is commuting by train. Okay, all this information we would be requiring. So the calculator should ask what is the mode of the transport. Not only that, what is the distance which she or he travels per day. Okay, so once that user puts in those information, the calculator will do the carbon footprint calculations. Similarly, the user might be traveling to the marketplace. So same data as to what would be the mode of transport and how much distance does the user cover while traveling to the marketplace. If the distance varies, then average distance has to be given as input into the calculator. The user might also be transporting for leisure. In that case, he might be taking a plane, aeroplane, or he might be traveling by his own car, or by a taxi, or by train, whatever. Okay, there also it is important for the calculator to ask the question as to what is the mode of the transport and how much approximately the distance is covered by the user for leisure, in terms of it could be annual data. Okay, how many kilometers a person goes for outing in a year, right, in kilometers. So all these questions, if you ask, similar questions could be on the cooking mode. What fuel is used for cooking? uh, Whether it is a piped gas, or whether cylinders are used, whether LPG is used, whether natural gas is used, or whether he or she is cooking with the help of wood, okay, or some oil. So all these questions, if you ask such any information wherein the role of electricity or primary fuel is there, those questions should be asked by the calculator to the user, and with that data, the carbon calculator would calculate the carbon footprint. Okay, so this is very important for the designer to ask right questions.